Hey, hello everybody. It is your boy Omega Slime 25 plus 200 bringing it back.
The actual username there?
Yeah, Omega
No,
Slime
it's not.
225.
No, it's not. Welcome everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the ZOGcast. I am your Shaminki host, Omega, and I have my two other hosts, Gio and Zaynor.
Yeah, what's
Yep.
good?
Hello.
So, let's talk about the obvious in the room that's going on right now.
I think I
having,
heard it right there.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, we all have pounding. I think it's because almost summer. People are moving out.
We're all living in the same fucking building.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently,
yes.
this is one hell of a fucking coincidence because I thought, this is the only day where I've had this strange pounding
Yeah.
noise happen in the background here,
Mhm.
and I thought, oh well, it's just gonna be a minor thing, It's not gonna be major. It's not gonna ruin any sort of episode that could possibly happen. And then, what do we know? Everyone fucking has it. It doesn't make sense. What?
Yeah.
Legit,
The stars
this has not happened
align.
any day or any
let's
hour
start with me.
apart from now.
Let's start with me. I'll say what's going on in my apartment.
Yeah, what's
So-
your story?
Pretty sure, from what I've been told, is that a tenant of the second floor got kicked out, right?
Oh,
They got
Oh
kicked
my.
out because they were being a douchebag, right?
as you do, as you do.
As
Being a
you
pro
do.
gamer, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're renovating that room because it was so fucking dirty. So,
Ooh,
and I'm pretty sure they're adding instead of carpet flooring. Because what's going on
Wait,
is that
car?
a lot
Carpet
of my
where you
apartment is
God
being
damn.
converted from like carpet to actual flooring.
I see.
So,
It'll
like-
make the masturbatorium far easier to clean, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's not even
Yeah.
a bathroom. It's just a designated fucking jerk off, the Zerkin off station.
No.
Jerk off. Don't. Yeah.
No, I think it'll be nicer because it won't be as warm, right? Because like with carpet,
I mean, that's
your
what
room's
socks
a little
are for.
warmer.
Because I'm
right?
surprised you have like carpet where you live. I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's
to have
strange,
carpet
actually.
there.
I mean, there's carpets in my hallways, but that's about it.
But
Yeah,
yeah, where
everything
you
else
live,
is
it makes
wood.
more sense because like it's
Substitute.
colder there, you know.
Yeah.
Aye.
And like where I live as well, because it gets cold, but not where Omega lives.
I'd say it gets a little chilly, but not like the point where we need carpet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this was like an older building, back maybe like 20, 30 years ago.
Back in the day.
Back
California
in my
was
day,
actually like
this building survived 2 great wars.
I looked where I live. Ooh.
Wait, are you guys still in a drought? I never never figured out if you guys got out of that
yeah,
or
that's still a
not.
problem. I mean, yeah.
It's like Mad
I mean,
Max
like,
over there.
like I was saying 20, 30 years ago, California weather was actually,
Decent.
decent, colder, much less hotter, right? So it was nice, right? It was nice.
I think
And then the ice caps melted, and shit happens. But yeah, I still have carpet here.
the fucking town.
Yeah. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
This is a cover-up thing that's happening, all right? Currently, there are people having rigorous sex up above you, and this is just the story that they've
Oh, yeah.
perpetrated to cover that.
I think it's
fact up.
abusive. I don't think
By the
rigorous
sounds
is
of
the
it,
right
yeah.
word.
Some sort of strange. Maybe it's just some sort of hyper BDSM.
I think
thing.
it's just you and Gio having rigorous fucking sex on top of
yeah.
That's
my
why
bad,
we
my
have
bad.
pounding noises as well. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We're all having rigorous sex at the same time.
Yeah. There we go.
All on Omega's dad's bed.
Thinking of California, by the way.
Hey.
Apparently, I just want to say this. Apparently, it was like very Republican at one point in time, like around 30 years ago, or like something around then, 30, 40.
I haven't heard anything
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, apparently that was a thing, and it seems weird because I feel like all states are going to vote a certain way, and then you have your certain like switching states. But apparently, at one point, California, very Republican. Seems weird, I know.
Wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger the?
Yeah, and he ran it as a
Yeah.
Republican as well. So
Huh.
yeah, Seems weird to think of, but it's true.
Yeah,
There we go.
Interesting.
I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe, but from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it's mostly democratic state.
Well,
Mostly like
yeah,
very
nowadays.
open with a lot of new stuff. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm pretty sure it's like the most progressive state out there.
The most pounding
Probably
as
true,
well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've gone to other states and like this motherfucking pound.
This motherfucker.
It's
Yeah, this is
so
gonna be
bad.
fun. This is gonna be a fun
Yeah.
podcast because
Yeah.
like every time I'm just gonna hear bomb, 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 and
Bom,
it's not
bom,
like
bom.
it's not like I can hear it. I can feel it vibrate through my
The
fucking
vibrations.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be
because
like the set.
it's
of a
hitting
horror
my
movie.
it's hitting my fucking mic arm because my
Mm.
mic arm is right next to the wall, so the wall is
Ah.
getting fucking hit. Therefore, the vibrations are coming through me. All right, I'm feeling.
Wait, you don't
everything.
just hold your mic in your hand, Omega, huh?
No,
Huh?
I don't like
that's
it.
I've
I've done it once. I've done it once before, for video, or I'm pretty sure a stream. It was something like that. I've done it before though. It's not. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, not really.
Yeah.
Because like I have to focus on, okay, how far do I have to have my hand from my face, but at the same time make it kind of look natural, you know?
At that point, you're just like a news reporter. So,
Yeah. So
like a-
yeah.
These vibrations are gonna slowly get louder and louder until you realize they're coming like
They're
at
coming
your door
towards
now,
him. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you're gonna open it and there's gonna be no one there. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the surprise twist that happens there.
Oh.
You know,
What,
something
what
about
was
last
that
night.
Telltale Heart? Like he just hears pounding and pounding. We talked about this last week, but it's relevant to now.
No, you
Yeah,
know what happened
yeah.
last night? Last night
We're all
fucking
haunted.
shocked the shit out of me right now. I'm gonna be real with both of you.
What happened?
Last night,
Oh, yeah.
my dogs woke me up like at 3 in the morning.
I thought you said
Right.
spoke to me for a bit.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not. No,
Mr.
no.
Doolittle over here.
No, my dogs woke me up like at 3 in the morning, and they wanted to go to the bathroom. So I was like, okay, you know, because like my dad's not here. My dogs are usually with my dad, so I don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they woke me up. I'm like, okay, let's go outside. I go outside, right?
Yeah.
And I as I'm like getting the dogs back in, right, I see something in the fucking corner of my eye. Some shit moved in my house, and I like freaked the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked around and I was like, yo, some fucking dwarf or some gnome just came by, because shit, bro, that scared the shit out of me. And I was like, it's either my
Fucking
mind
gnome
is
came
fucking
by.
with me, or like I'm fucking with me.
The Twitch gnome. Just
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was like fucking freaking the fuck out. I just got my dogs in. I locked my dad's room, and I locked my room. I was like, no, I'm not going outside until tomorrow morning.
yeah. Yeah.
That was Sherlock Gnomes from Sherlock. Fuck,
Sherlock.
what was that called? The
Or
sequel to Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, Sherlock Gnomes or whatever.
Yeah,
was
it
it
was the
just
second
called
one.
that and then the subtitle of Sherlock Gnomes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the movie was god awful.
Well,
Yeah, it was like
well, yeah, I'm not gonna
Romeo
do
and
that.
Juliet, but then you add Sherlock Holmes.
Like, what's the point? It's like an Alpha and Omega movie, but no sustenance. There's no point.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Two
Omega,
things
you're in a
don't mix.
movie? Classic
Oh yeah,
joke. Boom!
yeah. I'm actually in a
Great
movie. It's
victory.
called, it's called Your Joke Was Not Funny, and I'm gonna
Fuck.
beat the shit out of you.
Oh!
That pounding's gonna go to your door next.
Yo, I'm
They're gonna come
I'm
for
gonna
me for my
fucking grab
terrible
the bobsledding into your house. I'm gonna literally wolf bobsled into your house. I'll be like, oh.
And then Dumpster's gonna be there, fucking reacting and making a
Oh my
review on the
God.
other movie.
God.
And some-
It's funny because like I knew about the movies, but I never like really looked into it. Like I knew there was a couple movies because I'd seen them like in actual stores, right?
Right.
the
Always
Alpha and Omega
curious.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Alpha and Omega
Mhm.
ones.
They have like, how many do they have? They have like 5,
They have like
right?
8.
They
They have
have
8.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Yeah.
8 and a movie.
There's this
8.
YouTuber who reviewed all of them. It's fucking insane, but he
Yeah.
did it.
That is
8 in a
madness.
video game.
Yeah, and the video game, the DS shitty game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, You know, who would guess that a video game based off of a fucking IP as amazing as Alpha and Omega could be bad?
It's funny because it took them like 3 movies until they added a fucking bear in it. So,
God
you know.
damn.
I feel like my sister used to watch the first one. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. It might just be a lie that I made up there to slander her name, but it might be true.
Damn.
Take her down with me. You want to know the
Yeah.
craziest part? There's a dedicated fandom to the Alpha and Omega franchise. They are die-hard fucking rabid dogs just biting at you if you dare criticize the Alpha and Omega IP.
I like
Yeah.
the
In any
rabbit
way,
dogs
shape,
part
or
because
form.
that's what the film's about.
Yo.
Strange
Probably have
coincidence.
rabies. Yeah, should probably put him
Yeah.
down in the
Holy-
franchise
And
peacefully.
the franchise.
Mm.
That should be the last movie to get hunted for sport.
Oh my god! Holy
Oh
shit!
god.
God.
I want at least one sort of Bambi scene where the mother of their group gets shot down, and that's the end of her life. Then,
Shoot her down. The roll credits. No more Alpha and Omega.
yeah, that would be like some sort of art house way to end the film. Just thinking of that.
Holy shit!
It's so poetic. It's like fucking Whiplash. The cycle continues. God.
I think the pounding
Alright.
agrees with me.
The
It's
pounding
getting
is in
stronger.
the
That-
council.
but that means
Fucking
it
dying,
disagrees.
bro.
All right. Now I know Alpha and Omega is riveting, but
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah.
other news that we have here, we had a man in a bear suit walking. You know, who posted this? Tell us about this.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
what's
I
going
did
on?
that. The key is I looked up. I think I looked up weird news, and then I found what there was. So there's some strange news here. There's a man who is in a bear suit walking from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Actually, is that far? I feel like
That's
if you're gonna walk
400
in a bear
miles.
suit. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's pretty far, but at the same time, if you walk a mile, well, there we go. You're like 1/400th of the way there. Additionally,
Can
this
walk.
bear suit, it does not look like a real bear, so I guess he won't get shot, which is good. It's some sort of like little Japan icon.
Oh.
But let me look at the actual story here. So there's a guy. He has got a giant padded head, perfectly round red cheeks, and a bobble tail. And he's walking from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Jesse Larios says he does not know exactly what inspired him to dress up as the character named Bear Son. He saw the over 400-mile trip, but he's been pleased with the attention he has received. It's an impulsive decision for sure. I didn't plan it out, says the 33-year-old brown and white bear suit guy. Alright.
How's he gonna get food?
I guess he's just walking all the way there. He has a GoFundMe account. I'm not sure what they're... Are they funding the trip?
They're finding his new set of legs he's gonna need.
Instead of legs.
When his legs break, they're funding the wheelchair or the mechanized one that he's gonna get.
He'll be Joe Swanson.
Actually,
Uh,
what,
Peter.
what
hey,
is the
Peter.
GoFundMe for?
I don't.
'Cause
Maybe it's
he's
just to
raised
encourage him, make him feel better.
Is he gonna
Maybe.
like get the $7,000 when he finally makes it to San Francisco?
I guess. Well, we're assuming he's not working during this entire trip, or if he's sponsored,
wait
we
a
don't
second,
fucking
wait a
know.
second. I was legit looking at the paragraph where it mentions that he's raising money. It also says that he's going to, once he heads to San Francisco, he's gonna donate the money to some charity.
Aw, that's sweet.
That is quite nice. Also, that paragraph that I was looking at, only 2 sentences long. The answer to my question was legitimately the second sentence, and I did not look.
Bro.
Okay, I
amazing.
looked it up. So an average human can walk 20 to 30 miles a day. So if we're assuming he's walking like the bare minimum, it'll take him like 20 days to reach San
Bare
Francisco.
minimum.
Ah,
Wait!
that's right.
Holy shit.
Actually, that will take... how long did you say, bare minimum wise? Like 20 days?
20 days. 20 days.
That's
Almost
a
at 20
pretty long
minutes.
time.
Fuck. Yeah, just walking.
Just
Bare.
walking.
Bare minimum.
Do you think he's gonna, like, legit walk the entire way, or, you know, would he just sort of cheat? Take the bus
No, I think
once
he's
you're out
gonna
of
Is there,
walk
sight
the
of
an
camera.
him?
is there an update on this man? Do we know? What's the
Um,
lore? What's the lore of the bear suit
I
walking?
don't know, well, I mean, if he's still going at it, when was this story
Yeah.
published?
when this
April
it's published
21st.
April 21st.
Okay,
2021.
so he might still be walking potentially, right? I mean, he's probably
I'll
at the
look it
end
up.
of it if he is, or he's might be done by now. Hold on. Man in bear suit walking from Los Angeles to San Francisco. I'm gonna look that up and see if he has completed his journey.
Yeah, I found this one from the 25th, but
The 25th.
yeah.
I'm not seeing too much. This is all talking. All of these articles that I'm seeing are like the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. You might have just died, disappeared off the map.
Wait, some coyotes got to him. Oh no.
Hunters thought
The
he was a
animal
real
kingdom.
bear. Yeah.
This is
You
my
know what?
fucking favorite, bro. I'm like talking to my friends, doing my podcast, and all I'm hearing now. Yeah.
FBI, open up!
Watch, they're not even renovating. It's just a cover up for like I don't know some. God damn, they're really loud. They're going at it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, actually, my noise has actually stopped long ago. So I guess that's good for me. Just the main thing is
Yeah.
the main one that picks up is definitely yours, Omega, and
Yeah,
it's
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
so
my
it is. It's
favorite.
just like renovation. Is it legit? Just the carpet removal that's doing
And
that?
then adding flooring.
Yeah, the flooring part is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that would make the most amount of sense. that is so good. All right, do you think either you guys would ever do anything at all similar to this?
Like my own
Like-
fucking throat of the world journey, the 7,000
people-
steps of Skyrim.
People do like road trips, right? And
Right.
you know what? If you think about it, this isn't too massively far off from this. It's just taking it to the next logical level of dressing up in a bear suit and walking from one major city to another. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, would either of you? If okay, all right.
You know,
Gunpoint.
honestly, if given
yeah.
the choice, I'd probably go to like Nepal, to like those monasteries up there and try and like trek through the mountains of those.
Okay, in a bear suit.
That'd be
yeah.
nice. And a bear. Wait. Do I need the bear suit?
You need
or-
the bear suit. That's an important.
No,
integral
never
part.
mind. Okay, in a bear. Well, can I choose the mascot?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Okay. Because if I was gonna like trek through the world, I'd rather be like Mario or fucking Sonic or one of those two.
I
And
feel
just,
like it has to
fucking-
be. Okay. Well,
Can
I
it
think
can
has
it
to
be
work
like?
in-
Can it not be an IP, or can it just be like a?
How about? Okay. Well, it can be Sonic and Mario or whatever, but it has to work by the like mascot rules of you have that giant headpiece and no skin can be showing. So it's gonna be
skin.
swelteringly hot no matter what you
Can
choose.
I be an Among Us character? Just,
Oh
like,
god!
fucking
You wouldn't even
shuffling
have
around.
little arm things. You legit could only walk around.
God, it'll be my own pissing and shitting compartment for the next 20 days. We say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, that would smell terrible after
yeah,
not
that
too
would
long.
smell
wouldn't it?
terrible. Because I
Little do we
assume,
know.
wait,
That bear
'Cause-
suit started out as white, and now it's brown.
there are trucker stops that have like showers and shit in them, but I assume
It's
I
true.
don't think he's doing any of that.
Well, I don't know. You might. I guess. Do you think? I
Might.
mean, the image of him is just him in the bear suit. I guess there's potentially extra space for like shampoo or something. Just in his. Do you think? Actually, how's he getting food as well? And
Maybe he's
water?
got like a backpack or something underneath that. He's just like holding.
He could. I mean, the head is really big. Maybe it's filled to the brim with like supplies.
And for the food thing, I actually read there were people like offering him food and water and shit, but I don't know if that's
Ah.
enough to just live off the entire 400-mile trek.
Quite potentially, yeah. I do like in this sort of costume that he has. It actually the arms are quite small as well for this one, like super small. I'm not sure because you definitely couldn't fit your entire arm in there. So I'm not sure what he's doing there. But at the same time, it's like a bear costume until it gets down to his shoes, and then it's like Nikes, which is pretty good. I can't blame him for, not wearing like stupid bare feet.
Wait, how tall is he? Or like how big is he? I mean,
I'm not sure.
Because I had like this theory pop in my head that he's just like someone with dwarfism just doing this, just running around. You know how they put like a man with dwarfism in the R2D2 suit back in the old Star Wars movies? Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, I'm looking at images of the suit. He is normal man-sized. I mean, if he surely had dwarfism, wouldn't that make it like way harder to do?
Yeah.
Because then the suit is comparatively heavier, and also you're taking shorter steps.
That's true.
That's gonna be hard, unless that head compartment houses another like little dwarf guy who's up there, and then when the first one gets tired, they switch around.
And they do the full-on switcheroo.
Yeah.
So one takes like an 8-hour nap while to just recuperate, and the other's doing all the work.
I think that's the way to do it. You know, that's how the future of like long-term sort of racing is going to go as well, where it's actually just two little dwarves in a trench coat, and they switch places when the other gets tired.
How can we min-max fucking dwarf racing?
Yeah,
The speed run strat.
pretty good. It's a quite positive story, though. You know,
Yeah.
everything's been pretty wild, to be honest. Larios said he has the name of like a bootleg Mario character. I have to say.
Jesse Larios. is his full
Larios,
name.
yeah. It inspires me to do new things. It brings new ideas. It fuels my creativity. Helps
So
a
this
lot.
is literally all
Feels
for
good.
charity. He's doing
Yeah.
all of this for charity. Dang.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
a nice thing. Because you could have this guy doing this just for fun. But instead, it's to help people.
Either way, it's still funny. It's still pretty funny.
It is still
pretty
funny.
poggers.
That's true.
Pretty
Yeah.
poggers. See, helping people or people are getting a laugh out of it, you know, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get like eaten by coyotes or something.
And if he does, then that's also funny. So it'll never stop being a win.
I think. Well, the coyotes win at that point, so I guess so.
All the money will be donated to a coyote reservoir
Research Center
or something.
Yeah.
Is that the right term? A
Okay.
reservoir?
Reservoir.
Coyote Reserve. I think.
Reserve. What's a reservoir?
No, it's a reservoir.
Reservoir? Because
Is
I
it-
thought
it could
reservoir
be.
was like for water and shit,
Yeah,
or like
I don't know.
just to hold things, like collection,
Erection.
erection. Speaking of
Reservoirs hold
erections-
my erection. I have to thank them.
God.
Okay, so that's the first great story from Yahoo exclamation point news.
Rest
I
in
didn't know
peace, Yahoo
Yahoo
Answers.
had a news site, but it does. You know what would be funny if Yahoo News was actually like a super conservative and didn't believe in like climate change, and they had a whole tab about that. That'd be
They're pushing like the information why climate change doesn't exist.
Mm,
Here are my steps why.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that is the first story of the news segment. Now, looking at the second story about sea slugs.
Yummy.
Yeah, delicious. Everyone's favorite food if you're French, like a dog. All right, so the story,
Cowards.
like a filthy coward. Story is Japanese researchers have shown that a type of sea slug are able to self-decapitate and regrow their bodies. A discovery that could have ramifications for regenerative medicine. So the mechanism is believed to have an extreme method for the organism to rid itself of parasites. Researchers, some Japanese researchers wrote in a study published by Current Biology this week that the green slugs have algae cells in their skins that can feed off like a plant until they develop a new body, which takes around 20 days. So they use photosynthesis, essentially, to make their new body after they decapitate themselves to rid themselves of parasites. Fucking weird.
It's pretty interesting though. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like you could use that in like human research as well. Fucking, you lose like an arm or something. Just
And then
use
it grows
the power
back.
of the sun.
This is like an
Yeah.
entire body, though. You take the starfish
Yeah.
losing an arm and then it grows another one. Take that to the next extreme. You can decapitate this thing and then suddenly, new body.
Yeah, well, there's also the factor like slugs are infinitely like less complex than humans are.
Well, yeah. But, imagine during the French Revolution, no more revolutionizing, that's it. All those guillotines, worthless. Just,
Worthless.
a good
Let's get them
month.
away.
And then all the aristocracy have their heads back. Or I guess the rest of their bodies back, because it grows from the head, not the opposite.
What's the next step from that? Instead of like taking down the monarchy, you just become like a communist state or something?
Yeah, I guess the only way to kill these slugs is to, like, shoot them
Probably
in the head.
burn them.
It's like a zombie
Or yeah,
in that
shoot
sense.
them in the head.
That is quite weird. You know, if a person were to have this power, would they
Yeah.
legitimately be a like a superhero? Do you think?
Like
Would that
immortal?
qualify? They're not immortal though. You could still just shoot him in the head and he'll die. But if you like injure him below the neck, actually, I'm not sure how that would work. Because if you just shot this slug in the stomach, shot this slug with a slug, you know,
Yeah,
Would
as
it-
you do.
does it just have to be decapitated, or if it's just mortally injured in a different way, does it just die? I mean, it can cut its own head off, right? So then,
Yeah.
I assume it could. How does this work? What is this like Deadpool slug? How does it make
'Cause
sense?
Slugs have a type of blood. I know that, but like
Slug blood.
it's weird. Slug blood, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
like a
too well
gusher.
informed on the anatomy of a fucking slug. All I remember about slugs is what I learned in Slug Terror. Remember that fucking show? Where they just like shot slugs out of these guns to like use as weapons at people.
What?
Or like it was some sort of game that that like kids played or whatever. I don't fucking know. Hold
What
on,
the
let me get a
What?
image of
Is this like a
Slug
TV
Terror.
show? Is
Yeah, this was a TV show on Disney XD. I remember this.
What's it called?
Slug Terror.
I've
And, like-
never heard of this in my entire life.
Yeah, they had like whole merchandising and shit. They even had like a fucking app store game.
Merchandise. Do they just sell T-shirts with slugs on them? You're gonna have to.
Slug Terror. They like saw this
Oh
little fucking
yeah, that show. The
Yeah.
fucking-
I thought you were describing a live-action show where people legit just
No,
throw slugs at
no.
each other.
What
No,
the
And
that's
that's
fuck?
an
the
animated
show.
TV series.
I wouldn't watch that. I wouldn't watch this either.
I heard it was okay.
Slug
From
Terror.
what I remember, it was like a fever dream. You know, I wasn't. It was just on the TV, so I just watched it.
Mm.
Yeah.
They had a whole comic book series. God damn.
So did this come out before or after that movie, Turbo, the movie about the fast? Oh no, that's a snail. It doesn't
Before.
matter. It's the same
This-
general thing.
The first
Way
episode
before.
came out in 2012 and it ended in 2018.
In 2018. All right.
So-
So isn't that okay? No. So this thing, it ended about the same time that Adventure Time supposedly did, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
funny.
man, I remember Adventure Time.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Well, I mean, they're doing different stuff with it now, and despite the fact, that I've missed Adventure Time, I haven't actively searched out any of the extra stuff that they're doing. So, at the same time, just
Yeah, I remember watching a clip where like Finn was all grown up and shit.
yeah, he had a beard. I saw that as well.
He lost his arm, and I think Jake died because he had a tattoo of him on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Spoilers for any Adventure Time
Bruh, I'm
enthusiasts
gonna
out there,
You're gonna make me cry, bro.
but bruh.
Spoilers to Adventure Time fans. Jake dies in the
But-
second episode. He's never
On the-
seen throughout the entire rest of the series.
On the bright side, Jake's granddaughter now adventures with Finn.
Yeah,
that's-
skateboard
that's pretty
granddaughter.
funny.
Skateboard granddaughter.
The one with the horn? Am I right with that? Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think if you decapitate Finn, his body will grow back?
If it happens with his arm, who knows?
It did happen with his arm, like several times, didn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't have an arm right now, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
That arm just comes and goes, just all the
Yeah.
time. Who knows?
it symbolizes something, but I never fucking caught on nor cared. I just knew he lost his arm.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one time it was a plant, then it got lost, and then that
Yeah.
time that it just sort of. How did it come back next? It came back at some point, and then it was lost again.
They never
It went
explained
from
it.
it went from like being gone to being like. I'm pretty sure like they brought it back with
Isn't like psychic?
Like some bee just
Oh yeah.
fucking grew him an arm.
A bee gave him like an arm boner, and then
Yeah,
that made his arm reappear.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
true.
And then he lost it again, and then I think it was like a robot arm.
Yeah, he
When
had like
did he
that
lose
little
it the second
three-fingered
time?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made him lose the arm a second time? Do you remember?
pretty
Was the
sh-
second time his arm like a plant? Is that what it
I
was?
think it was his dad.
Yeah, because he was trying to keep his dad from escaping again, but
Yeah,
so
that
he was
was the
holding onto the ship, but it ripped off.
That was the first time he lost his arm, though, right?
Was it? I don't know. He's lost his arm so many fucking times.
It's
I
a
don't-
fucking mess. That man
Yeah.
keeps losing his arm.
It's always the same one too.
Yeah, that's true. He's lucky he doesn't lose some other bit. He could end up full on like Anakin fucking Skywalker and just be 90% robot boy.
I hate you.
I hate you. Yeah.
Oh, there it is again.
I thought
was
for a bit
wondering
we
when
were
it
safe
came
from the
back.
pounding, but it continues.
No,
Damn it.
it's staying. It's staying.
All right. So something
done.
I've been investing myself into
Oh yeah, yeah.
has been Dogecoin.
Made of real dogs.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
So actual story about this, right? It's about like 3 weeks ago. I was talking to my friends and we're like, haha, we'll like give you $20 to like buy Dogecoin. I'm like, nah, you guys don't gotta do that, because I was like buying Ethereum or something at the time.
Ethereum classic baby.
Yeah, and then one of my friends just like PayPal'd me like $20 to put it onto Dogecoin, right? I'm like, all right.
That friend's
And,
name was
I
Albert
put
Einstein.
my word into it. I went on Robinhood. I bought like about 69 that ass 69 fucking like Dogecoin, right? Like I
Yeah.
just bought 69 Dogecoin with the $20 I got. And yeah, today, or not even today, this week, it just fucking blew up. Like maybe like 3 days ago, like on Friday, it was like $0.3, right? So like, man, my stomach's growling.
Is
$0.3,
Crazy as hell.
0.36, 0.33, something like that dollars, right? And
way more than
I
it
was
once
like, okay,
was.
so whatever, right? And my money was alright. Like my money was like at 20, right? 30 maybe, because I think I put like 10 extra dollars into it. And then I wake
Bonk, 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 bonk.
and I woke up on Monday.
It's a ritualistic drum.
And you know, I'm on call with someone, and we're just shooting the shit. I check my Robinhood app. I'm like, holy fuck! It just went from like, and look at what was going on today, and I look, it was like going up from like $3.3 to like 0.6. Like, what the fuck?
Doubling
Right?
in value.
Yeah, it doubled in price. I was like, what the fuck? Because like, with me and Robinhood, what I do is I go in there once every couple of days. I check it in, check it out. I don't do much with it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
generally how most people, go through it.
And then I checked on Monday. I was like, this shit went from like 0.33 to like 0.59. I was like, all right, you know what? I think it's gonna plateau at this point. So I sell about like 50 Dogecoin. So most of my entire stock of it. And like
then,
$36,
just in case it
$35,
keeps going.
something like that.
I'm
Then,
so fucking sad, dude.
Yeah, you missed the
'Cause-
vote on that, and I
Yeah,
guess
no,
Ethereum as well.
I missed. No, I got Ethereum, but I missed this
Ah.
fucking boat because back then when Doge was just starting to get popular, I bought like so much. I bought like 500 when it was just 4 cents,
Yeah.
and it only ever got to like 20 cents. So I was like, oh fuck, oh no, I guess it's just gonna plateau for like years or like months at this point. Might as well sell it and cash out. So I cashed out everything there like a fucking idiot. Like I'm beating myself up so much right now because like if I fucking saved it until now, Oh man, that shit could have probably put me through this year of college, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really screwed yourself pooch on this one.
I really screwed up, but I'm not mad that I missed out on Ethereum though, because right now I bought Ethereum when it was just like fucking. I'm not gonna say how many I bought, but I bought Ethereum when it was just like $9, $12, you know, on
Yeah.
Robinhood. I hate that I use Robinhood, but it's the only thing that I can use right now. But anyways, let me check it right now. It's over 100 at this point. I know that for a fact, and that was just in the span of like a week. Yeah, $106 now for one Ethereum Classic coin. That shit's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These cryptocurrencies, they're pretty good to sort of like, I don't know. It's not the right sort
Passively.
of terminology, but
You just passively like buy into it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
No, like
as long as you
buy
buy
the
low, sell
lows,
high.
buy the dips, you know.
yeah. It's,
Like so many
just a
people
waiting
are just
game.
in it, and like they're expecting instant like just money, you know. Okay, I bought this. When do I get fucking rich? Nah, it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I shit you not. I bought into Dogecoin and I also bought into Ethereum, knowing that like, okay, this is gonna take a fat minute for me to make any money, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's fine with me because like this is money that is not lucrative to me, right? This is passive money that I just have.
It's important
Right?
to keep
So, like,
that
it's extra.
separate. That's true. Between like
Yeah.
money that you need versus money that you can actually invest in stuff. Because otherwise, you're always going to be like pulling in and out because you'll need to like buy stuff eventually if you
Yeah.
invest with stuff that you can't afford to actually invest with. So you're not going to actually be
All-
able to do much with that. So it
all
needs to
I
definitely
do-
be surplus.
All I do, to be honest, is like all I'm doing right now is I'm cashing out the money I'm making and just like keeping the same amount of money I have. So like I made like $40-$50 like today.
Yeah,
Right? It's
literally
not a
from
lot of money,
just
right?
doing nothing, but it adds up. It adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I'm making passive like income, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, $40-$50 I'm gonna like only maybe like take out $30, something like that, and I put the rest back into it. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of funny too, like just seeing this shit go up, because I'm pretty sure that Dogecoin is more valuable than a peso.
Oh, it is for sure. It is.
Like,
It's at
now
what,
it is.
0.60?
How much is a peso right now? I wanna know.
20 pesos is 1 USD. Yeah, 1 USD dollars, 20 pesos. That's the conversion rate right now.
I see. It's not exactly the best. That would be.
No, I'm seeing 1 peso. I'm checking 1 peso to a
Oh,
dollar.
how much is 1 peso? That's,
Yeah.
I think that's like
Well,
more, a
based
nickel,
on-
more than a
less.
nickel.
The Dogecoin, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because it's 0.09, 0.049.
Yeah, no, Dogecoin is more valuable. One Dogecoin is more valuable than a fucking peso, a fucking country's currency.
Mexico
Yeah,
should
it'd
just
be
change their
crazy.
currency. Dogecoin, the
To
official currency of
Dogecoin.
Mexico.
Yeah, you know, Venezuela
shit,
should
that's-
cash out right now. That'd be the smartest thing they can do.
That's fucking funny. Dogecoin is more valuable than some fucking just like
It
Yeah,
is.
bro.
Then some
Anything
world
with Doge in the
currencies,
name.
yeah.
That is pretty good.
It's funny because I feel like this isn't the way it's gonna plateau, right?
Mm.
Because this
Oh.
because this morning,
The shadow men get to you. I'm like, what the fuck?
no,
yeah.
every time I stop,
You've been
it's 'cause, like,
kidnapped and
my
replaced with an
dog is,
alternate
like-
Omega. Don't lie to us
No.
here.
No, my dog is just like, she's like, ah, and then she goes to the front of my room, and then she goes, ah, and she goes to the back of my room, and then she goes, ah. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Cause I just took them out to go to the bathroom, like not even that long ago, like an hour ago.
You can just say it's the banging. That's what's causing it.
Yeah,
The
probably.
real
People
tribalistic
shuffling.
drums hypnotizing your dog.
Yeah, but like what I was saying is like, dude, I feel like this is not gonna how it's gonna plateau because like, this morning, it was like 70 cents, bro.
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah, this is the dip right now, so people should probably be buying right now.
Oh no, I bought a fat bit right now.
Yeah.
I'm like waiting for it to dip again so I can go buy more.
Yeah. I'm hoping it drops down to 50 cents. That's when I'm like,
it's not gonna do that, bro.
that's what I'm hoping. I know at the very least it'll go to like 0.58 or something like that.
Some amount
It'll go to
close.
0.58, but 0.64, 0.62, somewhere like that. You're gonna have to wait.
Right. Then you got all those people that are just like hoarding it, you know? Those fucking Dogecoin millionaires. Taking everything.
Hey, people were shitting. People were fucking joking. But
People
now
were
it's
shitting in the
actually
streets.
becoming like an actual currency, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Cause like what? Not even a year ago, Dogecoin was what? Not even worth 1 cent. And
No,
now
it's
fucking
less.
look at it.
It's like
It was less.
0.00 something.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was a fucking joke. It was a laughing stock. And now look
Insanely
at it. Like
low.
Yeah.
memes
like,
literally make people rich. It's fucking crazy.
I feel
That's
like the
true.
people who bought like 4,000, 5,000, more than that of Dogecoin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna look at it.
That reminds me. It's not Dogecoin, but there's like that talking about inflation rates. There's that dude who bought a pizza with like I don't know. I think there was some thousands of Bitcoin like a couple years back.
That fool.
And now this guy's like hardcore kicking himself in the ass like so bad right now because Bitcoin's like over 50K now.
In hindsight, that must have been the worst
last year
pizza.
in January, it was 0.009826.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking laughing stock.
Hold up,
Super
fellas.
low.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, do you have anything interesting with the stock trades or cryptocurrency at all, Drew?
Oh. So.
No. Yeah.
That's my amazing story. No, I don't I don't have anything invested. I am but a fool who works for his money and doesn't work. That's right. The golden scenario.
And not working but getting money. I think that's called welfare. Yeah, welfare. I was gonna say disability, but nope. That's not it.
All right. So hopefully, I'm thinking in terms of this episode, maybe moving forwards as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how it's been organized, right? In this amazing behind the scenes document here. So hopefully, you know that bit next to oh fuck, do you remember the layout of what we have on screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's that little bit of blank space to the right of the little like icon thing, essentially. That is gonna have the name of whatever segment thing is happening, and then that'll change, and also the like color of that area will change depending on what it is. That's what I'm envisioning right now. I haven't actually made that stuff yet, but
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not following along.
That's
But you
okay.
haven't done
Whatever.
it. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Visually, you'll see it at some point in time.
Okay.
Not now.
Not now, not ever.
Not now, not ever. Change my mind immediately. All right.
I wish-
I do want to do the Florida Man stuff now because that
Yeah,
is news,
no.
part of the news thing. But
Okay, you wanna lay it on me?
I mean, at the same time, it doesn't matter. Okay, so there are two options here for Florida, or the opposite of true. So there is potentially, well, one of these stories is true, one of them is false, both about Florida Man. So the Florida Man is attacked. Florida Man attacked family with a samurai sword. Police say a Florida man stabbed his parents and his sister with a samurai sword.
They didn't understand SAO. I could see why.
Or, here's your other option. Florida man makes working steam-powered bomb, uses it on neighbor. Police say he found his neighbor annoying, he put the bomb in his mailbox.
Oh my god.
Like, blow him up.
Good.
So those are your two options. If you remember, I think it was last time, or maybe the time before, there was a Florida man attack someone with throwing stars. So this is some sort of strange coincidence here, where two Japanese weaponry things are being used. However, I made up the throwing star one, so that one wasn't true. So, maybe maybe I made up two different weird Oriental weapons that were being used here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But
Okay.
it depends on what you think. Which one's more believable?
I've heard of a man going on a rampage with the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, so I'm kind of leaning towards the samurai
Legend
sword.
of Zelda.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I assume that man has to be like a gamer, and I guess he bought like a, $1,000 Legend of Zelda sword?
Replica.
And that, I guess, yeah, it's an actual sword. So he had like a little blacksmith guy make it.
Just a little dwarf, fucking at the Iron Forge.
Yeah, and it's actually two of them in a trench coat. So if one gets tired, they can actually switch out. Bam.
Is that your theory? They're like just dwarves can never be alone on their own. They have to like
yeah,
huddle
it's
up
more
and
efficient that way.
coexist as one.
I mean, I mostly just said that for a callback to what we said earlier. But you know what? Now it's canonically true that's like all people as well.
The lore of dwarves.
That's why everyone, if you look out now, currently, they're all wearing trench coats. It's because that is how the world works now. This is the future liberals want.
Just trench coats and dwarves everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but which one do you think is true? The
Samurai
steam-powered
sword.
bomb or the samurai sword? Well,
Samurai
you are... I'm doing a drum roll. You're correct.
Hey, let's go.
It's true. Your reward is getting
I knew the
stabbed with a
Florida
samurai
men loved
sword.
anime.
Yeah.
Okay, want to give me more
Big
context
weebs.
on this one?
I will see if I can find the rest of the story.
I was gonna say, where's the link?
Okay,
Oh,
hold
no.
on. Well, I didn't want to post the link because then you would know it's
Oh, I
true.
know.
Okay, well I found something on ABC News, and this is probably what it is. Yeah, this is definitely it. So I'm going to post it here for you. That's the link. There we go. Basically says what I said, but it's 2 counts of attempted first-degree homicide and 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. So, wow, look at this guy. Apparently, when they got in contact with him, they said
No, this was
when they get
recently.
here, they will find out what he did. Actually, why did he do this? Investigators said Campbell admitted to stabbing his family members, telling detectives that physical abuse as a child and constant questioning and nagging as an adult prompted rage. Amazing.
Oh no. This is when a nice guy finally loses control.
When a nice guy finally snaps, the devil cries. What's the quote?
Oh, this guy was 59. He was an aged, a seasoned
59.
weeb.
That
Oh,
man is
man.
ages old, nagging as an
damn.
adult. I mean, his parents had to be, because it's like his parents and his sister, yeah.
Yeah, his parents had to be like in their 80s. Fucking
Yeah,
70s.
I'm not sure. If your
Huh.
parents are in their 80s and nagging you.
Yeah, they would have just been like of natural causes soon enough. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, just sort of wait on that one. Do you think he still lived in his same house with
There's no
his
way
family
he
there?
owns a samurai sword and did not still live with his parents.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That's some detective work right there.
Yeah, I've deduced it down.
Yeah, you truly are Sherlock Gnomes, which of course means that you're actually 2 gnomes in a trench coat, and when one of you gets tired, you just switch out the other one.
But gnomes are shorter than dwarves, so wouldn't it be like 4?
3, 4, something
4.
like that.
Yeah, 4.
I feel like 4 could be an amount. I mean, at the same time, I feel like if you're a gnome, would you, and like human-sized, would you be like mistaken for always being in the clan? Because you have the pointy like little hat things.
If you are a
So-
human-sized gnome, would you be considered the grand wizard for the cave?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
God.
were, alright, okay, gnomes. They all have the pointy hats.
That's just
in-
Keemstar, I guess.
In
yeah.
some things of Islam, hold on, like the women have to like fully cover up their bodies, which would mean you would have to have like a cloak thing over the hat as well. I would guess, right? Because you have to have the hat as a gnome.
Yeah,
That
it's
would-
iconic.
You would just be mistaken for a clan member if you happen to be in both of those categories. That is it. Life over.
What if I wasn't a white gnome though? You know,
Well,
because there are more gnomes in
I
different
guess so. Yeah,
cultures.
I'm being discriminatory. If you
How dare you?
were a black Muslim gnome that was not gnome sized, then maybe it would be fine. Actually, did you know that I'm pretty sure for those clan outfits way back in the day, like 1920s, I'm gonna say, back when the clan was like really big, they didn't
Yeah.
actually have face coverings, so they legit did just look like gnomes.
Oh yeah,
Which-
well, I want to say back then everyone knew who was in the clan, and
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it was
like
like a
even
celebrated
officials knew
institution.
who was in the clan.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like a
Yeah,
it was
literally
like the
its
Boy
own
Scouts
thing.
essentially. That's what it was seen as. Legit,
It's like
that's how it
old
was.
wife beater Boy Scouts. Yeah,
Essentially, just Boy Scouts for racists.
yeah.
It is strange that I guess that was like 100 years ago by now. Thinking about it, but at the same
No, that
time,
was 60, 50 years ago.
that
even.
organization lasted for that amount of time. But I'm pretty
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
like, well, I don't know. It was still celebrated, like 50, 60 years ago. So
The clan is still active.
that is true.
Yeah, no, they still because like where I live in my state, there's underground clan rings and meetings that take place in like all the small towns. I'm like, what the fuck,
But God,
dude?
that is fucked.
It's scary to think about because like you can definitely tell those towns because like you drive by the country and you see like you still see Confederate flags being flown. Like, oh, that's
Yeah, just everywhere. That
interesting.
state's right. That ain't. I'm not racist, please.
Oh,
that ain't
buddy.
what I am.
It's not a hate symbol; it's a way of life. You don't understand me. You see, son? Like, shut up, shut up,
Yeah.
dude. Oh man.
It's pretty bad. I think. Oh, I did like a paper that mentioned some sort of thing recently, but the paper had something like a segment that was on the clan back in the day, and I believe the metric was like 1 in like 3, probably like 1 in 6 people were part of the clan way back in like the 1920s. Fuck. Actually, I'm opening the paper now. Let me see what I actually said.
You know they have membership cards, right?
They just have a business card.
No, they actually do have like cards. I think it has like their rank on it and shit, and like when they joined. Cause there's this interview I watched with You ever heard of that man? He's a black man, but like he willingly
part of
went
the
to
clan.
KKK rallies. You know, like just to see what it's all about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say as a member, but
No,
okay,
not as
yeah.
a member. No, he because like he grew up in I forget his name for the life of me, but he's a very interesting guy. He grew up on a military base. You know, you're surrounded by all these different cultures. Like racism just wasn't a thing there. It was like a foreign concept to him. He comes to America, learns about racism, and he's like, that's interesting. So he devotes his life to like knowing these clan members and getting to know them. And like I think so far he's converted like a good handful. I want to say like a good couple dozen back
Damn.
or out of the clan. So like they just completely left that lifestyle.
Damn,
So,
that's quite nice.
Yeah. No, I forget his name. I need to look him up. Hold on.
That is pretty crazy because often I think when it comes to people, especially who hold like these sort of extremist views, it's just I'm not sure if you can change their mind, but it's reassuring to hear that this guy went out there and he was able to do that. By the way, I found the metric. It was 1 in every 30 Americans back then. So
Oh.
yeah, big
Yeah.
thing because you think of like how many people we have in the U.S. right now. How many people do we have in the U.S. right now? Like 300 million.
We
around?
have over 350 million at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like millions of clan members right there. Insane.
Okay. Yeah, because if we went by today's standard, there'd be at least like 3 million clan members all spread throughout the U.S. That's literally like a small army nation.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
insane to think about. Though
Darrow Davis, that was his name. Darrow Davis. There
Daryl
you go.
Davis, is that the
Shout
name
out to
of the,
Darrow Davis.
Yeah, that's the guy who went into the. Because I've seen that film. I think it was called Black Klansman, which
Black Clan.
said it was like a similar story to what you have.
Yeah,
with, like,
I
the Black
remember
Man.
watching like the trailers for that, but no, I never watched the movie.
I watched the movie. It was pretty good, I think. And well, I guess the difference here is that I assume your guy isn't keeping it like a secret, while the other guy.
No, I'm
was.
watching, like, he has a TED Talk right now, and
Ah.
he went on Joe Rogan's podcast to talk about it, actually. Oh, man.
Interesting.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
It's good to be sort of changing, viewpoints in that way. But at the same time,
sure.
like, so he, like, what was the number you said? Like a dozen people?
I want to say a couple dozen people, yeah.
A couple dozen. How many people did he, like, interact with, though, at the same time? Because, I mean, for as many people as he has helped, there are just so many, like, more. That's the, I guess, issue. That I'm not sure. I mean, we're asking the question of how to solve racism right now. That's, I guess, legitimately what we're talking about now. But I guess it's just going to be one of those things where, there's a lot of, these small towns. There's also the classic sort of, I'm going to say stereotype, but it is often pretty true of, like, these small, like, southern towns being super racist because they just don't have any sort of minorities. So they don't have any sort of, I guess, experience with these people. So
they just assume based on what they've
they
seen.
just
or,
assume the worst. So I don't know. I'm not sure how you can really solve that issue without, like, I don't know, having them have some sort of experience. Because there is that classic thing back in the day where it was like...
yeah, back in the Jim Crow era, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of that thing where, like, if you have, like, some sort of politician guy, or like if you have, like, some sort of homophobic dad man and his, like, kids come out to be, like, gay or whatever, then he's like, oh, I see, I've learned the error of my ways, like, just through, like, exposure that, people that he like can be, different than him. So, do you think? I guess that's the main thing that I can see changing. These hearts and minds or whatever.
Because it's very hard. Because like racism, homophobia, all of that is taught at a very young age. So like to go through your entire life being taught one thing, and then like out of nowhere you're told like that your entire way of growing up and viewpoint is wrong. Yeah, that really shell shocks a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
it would definitely be
turns
like
them violent.
Hard to accept for a lot of people, which is a shame. But that's just how humans are.
That's just how it is. We're very stubborn.
Yeah. Omega, are you back or is
Omega.
that? It's the banging. I hear the banging.
Yeah.
Oh, you are back.
Can we cut it back to where I come back?
Oh yeah,
we'll cut it to where I come back.
Okay.
We had a lot of juicy segments. Oh man.
It'll all be removed.
Removed.
Not gonna be part of anything. You know what?
We'll just have like a disclaimer that Omega, I don't know, was getting banged in the background.
Cut it. We'll cut it.
No,
well, that's what that banging
really?
noise is.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
God. Don't cut it. Don't cut it.
You're not the sole arbiter of what is in and what is out. That's me.
I'm gonna edit this video.
Oh my god.
Edit this one.
Drew edits everything. What do you mean? He also does all the artwork and does the channel banner. So yeah, everyone go follow Drew.
That's true. You know what? I'm the linchpin of this entire operation. I'm a god.
The linchpin.
The ZOGcast wouldn't be the same if it weren't for me.
You're nothing without me.
Well, we could just get another character with a Z in their name.
That's true. Oh, you can get ZZ in here as permanent third host.
We can get
Zamboni.
Zamboni.
Now you're trying to think of something with a Z. Zebra Zamboni, the famous comedian.
Zamboni.
Yeah, bring him in.
the Pokemon
Invader Zim.
Striker.
Yeah, bring in
Invader
Zim from
Yes,
Zimbabwe as well.
From
He
Zimbabwe.
moved there.
Zimbabwe, yeah. We'll bring the whole country of Zimbabwe here.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I'm back. You know what
Okay.
these past 20 minutes have been?
It's been
Actually, has it been 20 minutes? Let me see.
It's
1,
been
2,
close to
3,
20
4,
minutes,
5,
kinda.
6,
It's
7,
been an amount of
8,
time.
9, 10,
Yeah,
11,
it's been like
Somehow-
10.
13.
as
More
soon
than
as
10
you
minutes.
as soon as
It's
you
been
left.
13 minutes. These
Okay.
past 13 minutes.
We
been,
somehow went to talking about racism in the world as soon as you
Yeah.
left.
Holy shit.
No, we
We went
went
to high
from
IQ
fucking samurai sword
conversations.
stabbing in Florida to like racism and the KKK.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck,
that's
bro.
true.
Yeah.
I'm only gone for like 2 minutes.
We're asking the deep questions.
Don't leave any
here.
longer. We're gonna end
Holy
up talking
shit.
about the Holocaust.
Yeah, we were talking about the.
Holy fuck.
Talking about all
It'll
the
be
mass
good.
tragedies
It'll
of
be good.
mankind as soon as you
I
left.
was just with my dog. My dog was like, "Yeah, let me eat grass really slowly, so you have to just wait for me to eat grass." I'm like,
Oh, I
That's
"What the fuck?"
It's
Wait,
a
is her
similar thing
stomach
to.
hurting?
I don't know. She's
'Cause
just
usually
like,
dogs do that when their stomach's upset.
That's weird. Does it like
Yeah.
solve anything, or is it just a thing that they do?
Cause grass is a good. It's fibrous, so you know it helps clear out your digestive tract.
I see.
wait. So if we eat grass,
Well, that's why
Yes.
people eat like spinach and shit like that. You
but
know,
if we
it-
eat
Yeah,
grass,
losers.
I don't know. You want to try it?
yeah,
Oh, let's do
I
it
think
right
grass
now.
is a
Science
very
experiment.
tasty.
yeah.
I
I
know,
don't know. I don't know what was going on with her. She just like
Just loves to eat
she
grass.
just like went outside, took a little piss, and just ate grass. Kept
No, I
eating
see what the
grass.
issue is here. See, that's not a dog. That's a cow that you
That's
have
a
right there.
cow. You got the wrong animal.
You see, it's a common
I mean-
mistake that's made all the time. It's a different animal. They're both
mean-
on 4 legs. You know, it's understandable.
Maybe. But yeah, no, she was just fucking she was munching on it for a bit, and I was like,
It was weird.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm usually pretty chill with this kind of stuff, my dog, but like you need
My
to
dog.
hurry the fuck up because I have a podcast going,
Mm,
and the more time I'm gone, the more time
is dead.
I'm gone.
More time that will be forcibly removed, as will be
Yeah.
the edit. Actually, my cat does the same thing. Where it's not grass. She eats like just random leaves and stuff like that.
Well, that's just your cat being dumb.
Yeah, well, I would assume it's just the dog being. Because did the dog actually eat the grass, or is it just?
Yeah, she
Chewing
like
on it.
fucking grabbed it and munched on it.
That's-
Yeah, so she went to go grab the grass and ate it, and
She grew human hands, grabbed it like a primate.
Yeah,
She's
that was a
whipping that sick
painful
grass.
experience just because I had to hurry the fuck up, and then she didn't want to hurry up. She wanted to take her sweet time, and then I was like, okay, if I'm gonna take my sweet time, I might as well go get my phone. So I come back to my room,
Mhm.
I get my phone. I'm gonna look at the stocks while she eats her grass, and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay.
The stocks.
And then
Stocks.
I go get my phone. I come back and I see my other dog just fucking get out. She's just outside in the street. I'm like, okay, now I'm pissed. Like, what the fuck? I'm only gone for 5 seconds and this shit happens. So I run back to my room. I grab my keys. I go outside. I grab my other dog inside, and then I was like, nope, you're done. And then at that point, I guess she was done eating grass because she was like, okay. And then I got them both inside, and I was pretty pissed when I came inside.
For a
because I
moment there, that was like a comedy movie where you just have various entities of chaos running about your house, or I guess
Yeah.
outside of it. Thinking about it.
When they were done pissing, I pissed on them.
Ooh, that's
you know
the
what's funny
sweet
about
irony.
you know what's funny about me going outside is like, as soon as I was getting out with the keys, I saw someone just threw a fucking orange juice plastic bottle. I was like, what
littering.
the
No,
well,
Captain
it's
Planet would be
California, so
fuck? Yeah, and I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? It didn't hit me or anything, but I was just there like sitting. I stopped for a second.
They threw an orange juice bottle at you, just right on your head.
nature is healing. The orange juice is coming back.
I've actually had someone throw a milk carton at me.
What the
That's cool.
actual fuck?
I've had some ex friends of mine just do that. It wasn't fucking fun.
I like whenever
would
you
assume
refer to
not.
like most people from your older years in high school. You always say ex-friend. I love.
Well, it's because okay. So let me explain that for a quick second. A lot of the people I'm with right now, are a lot of friends that I made in high school, right?
Right.
For the most part. But back in high school, I was somewhat popular. A lot of people knew me. A lot of people I talked to. But, you know, over time, like, one senior year reached, like, I was still pretty popular. People knew my name. People knew who I was, right? But after that, like, a lot of the people that knew me were like, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And some old friends of mine, I don't talk to them, or I'm not on speaking terms with them.
And they throw orange juice at your head.
Yeah, they did
Apparently.
throw orange juice at you. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's
funny
like
though, cause I got payback at the person who specifically did that.
all right.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Later on in college, some shenanigans were done.
Ooh. Some schemes, some would add.
Some schemes, maybe like, you know.
Give us the juicy details,
Dudes.
Ooh.
A certain someone, and they're probably not watching this, but a certain someone in my life, they were kind of a dickhead to me. So, like, for a certain day, a certain time, certain people, certain person may or may not have included me.
Checking all the boxes.
Allegedly,
not liable here.
I'll say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, this happened. You know, we allegedly went to go get supplies to
Murder him.
to allegedly put like whipped cream, tampons, sardines.
Oh, those bastards.
Allegedly,
I mean,
a lot of other stuff.
what are you allegedly
a lot
doing
of
with
other
these
stuff.
alleged products?
Alleged manslaughter.
Allegedly. It wasn't anything too bad. It was just like enough where it'd be like a pain in the ass to clean up. Right? So allegedly, we go back home and we have a good old time in a specific day with specific people. May or may have not included me allegedly, right?
This is all rumor,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, all rumors. All rumors I heard from an inside source.
Can't be proved.
That can or cannot be proven in the court of law. So yeah. Yeah, so that happened allegedly at a specific time in the past. And yeah.
Stone
So-
Age.
Yeah, the Stone Age probably. Who
Can't
knows?
believe it. I didn't know you were that old.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was, yeah, I say ex-friends just because, like, obviously when it comes to me and you, right, Joe, we're friends.
Yeah.
Drew, me and you are friends, right?
Like,
Like, I used to do that where I'd call everybody my friend, but then I realized, like, man, some of these people are assholes. I don't want to be friends with them.
yeah,
The
I don't want to
fuck?
associate
Yeah.
with these lesser
Huh.
beings. Get them
These-
out of here.
Disgusting cretins.
These disgusting, pathetic people.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
That's
that's why
fair.
I started saying ex-friends here and there. I
Alright.
mostly I mostly do it on here when we're talking about stories from the past.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's whatever.
All right. Is it-
So let me
Mm-hmm.
let's switcheroo to something new.
Yeah, the
Switcheroni.
next
Yeah.
amazing
So,
segment. It's not the news.
As we're recording this, it's Cinco de Mayo.
It is. Feliz Cinco
It
de
is.
Mayo, everyone.
What?
Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
I don't understand what I mean.
Cinco de Mayo. That's when you grab a bunch of mayonnaise and fucking
And then you
eat
sink
and,
it
like,
into your cock
You
hole.
grab
I
five.
see, I see.
You buy 5 jars of mayonnaise and you eat them all. So yeah, yesterday though
Yeah.
was May 4th.
It was May 4th.
Yeah.
May the
Yeah.
4th be with you.
That's Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day, famously not May 5th, which it is right now.
Yeah.
Or what
Yeah.
do they call it? They call it Revenge of the Fifth.
Revenge of the
Revenge
Fifth. That's
of the
it. Yeah.
Fifth. That's what
Yeah.
they're doing. So,
But I want to make
so,
sure it's clear.
so I gotta ask,
Not today.
Drew. I gotta
Yeah.
ask. I've been wondering for a while.
Yeah.
You you were gonna do a trilogy of
Yeah.
movie reviews of the sequel
Of all the
trilogy.
Star Wars sequels. That's
Uh,
true. Oh God.
Are you gonna continue it or what's up with that? Give me your thoughts on all of it.
Well, it's one of those things where I feel like I should do it all because the main reason I did it on Force of Awakens to begin with is because I wanted to do all of them. Because the main thing
Yeah.
I want to talk about, of course, is The Last Jedi, because that is a interesting, weird,
That is
terrible
a stinker of a movie.
It's horrific. Some people like it, so thereby I want to say, if you like it, you're stupid. That's my main objective here, is to make people
Yeah.
feel bad about what they like in
You
movies.
brainlets! How dare
Yeah.
you?
But see, the one that I had the least to say about is the one that I started with. So the only one that's done, and maybe the only one that'll ever be done, is the fucking Force Awakens one.
Nah.
So
You can do it.
Well,
we can
well,
help you
even
out
if-
with
Bad luck
it.
there.
Yeah, well, even if it's not complete, do you want to just give us some rough thoughts on the other two movies?
Yeah.
If it may or
I have-
may never be completed.
okay, well, the idea for like the entire sequel trilogy that I had in my head, it's a beautiful metaphor where The Force Awakens was like a young child coming into existence, all right? They're taking after their
Yeah.
parents, the original trilogy, following in their, like father's footsteps or whatever. Like, oh, Daddy, I want to be just like you when I grow up. And then he does just all the same sort of general things, but slightly different because, he's a different person. But, it's looking up to that original first movie, A New Hope, right? And then
Yeah.
the next bit in this allegory here is The Last Jedi, where this young, beautiful baby boy is just shot in the streets, dead. That's that movie.
Holy shit!
And then
I
the next
shot a
bit
kid.
is Mickey Mouse comes out of the shadows, and then he picks up the dead body's like little corpse here and starts dancing it around saying, "No, I'm fine. Do you remember me? I'm a Star Wars. TIE fighters, explosions." And all the while, the parents just look on in horror and disgust. And that's the sequel trilogy put into
I
put
want
into
to
words
ask you
there.
about a specific scene.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
What you thinking?
So as we're talking about the sequel trilogy, there was one scene that came up in my mind when I watched the what was it, The Last Jedi? What was the third one? The Last Jedi?
That they all have
Rise of
such
Skywalker.
similar names. Rise of Skywalker, yes, that's
The
it.
Rise of
that-
Skywalker. Okay, so
God.
by the way, I've seen The Rise of Skywalker once, and it was pretty forgettable. Right?
Yeah,
But
I
there was
saw it
one scene that stood
once
out
as
to me
well.
that I remember to this day, and I want to hear you guys' opinion.
hmm
How'd you guys feel about the big endgame battle that happened on the fucking Star Destroyer?
I didn't watch
the
the
horses.
last one. I couldn't be fucked to watch it, so I have no
Are
opinion
you talking
on it.
about the thing between Rey and Big Papa Palpatine?
Poopatine.
No, it was the scene where fucking Chewbacca and everybody else like get on their horses and they ride on the Star Destroyer.
Okay, legitimately, that entire scene has been wiped from my mind. I cannot
Oh, really?
remember it for the life of me. I remember seeing that scene in the trailer where they're all riding on those stupid horses.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And then when it comes to the actual movie, I don't know when that happened. I
That's
don't
like their
remember it.
their big climactic endgame battle. Dead
Their
ass.
Climactic end battle, and I just do not remember. Well, I mean, at this time, when I was watching that movie, I saw it one time in theaters. I
Yeah.
was, I don't know, I guess I was somewhat probably distracted, because I went in there with a sort of like significant other person, right? I don't know, but maybe that scene I just wasn't paying attention as much, because actually it was their first, I think it was their first Star Wars movie that they've watched. but
Yeah.
all the time I was that theater guy making stupid jokes.
You were the
or
heckler,
whatever.
huh?
I was the
heckler.
heckler, man. I was whispering it, but at the same time, I was saying things. They actually like the movie, though they haven't seen all the other Star Wars movies or any of the other ones. So
Yes. I hope you immediately left them.
What do they know? Yeah. But it's I don't know. Just I think I remember the memorable parts, which doesn't say much. I remember the like end fight. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do it because they had to shut off that thing, right? That thing that made the ships
Yeah.
go up, which for some
Yeah,
reason
they
is a
had-
thing that only one ship can have. I don't know what the issue is there, but is that why they rode the dogs on the top of the
Yeah.
ship or something?
Because like apparently they had some like fucking shield that couldn't let the fucking X-wings and shit go in.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. Like I said, I've only seen it once, and it's very forgettable.
God.
Very forgettable.
Yeah, I don't. Because, okay, so they had to shut off the shield so then they could probably blow up the, like, communication device that told the ships that up
Yeah.
is up, that stopped them from crashing into each other.
Up is up.
Yeah, I don't know. Each of those ships was a Death Star. That's an important thing to remember, because they blew up that one planet just to show that off.
It
God, that
it's just I find it
film.
funny. I find that scene funny because it's like you can tell like they're trying to do like mimic Endgame where like they have the big ass battle, but like you know it works in Endgame because like you've probably been like what 14 movies 12 movies watching in and you're like holy shit we're finally in the climactic end, right?
Yeah.
And most of those movies were good. Like they like most Marvel movies I would say are like B tier movies at like minimum. most of
Yeah,
them
that's
are.
like the minimum at worst. They're B tier movie.
Well, there are some
except
at worst.
Captain Marvel.
No, there are some stinkers.
Do you remember
that
Thor:
are, like,
Dark World?
C tier, F tier, but for the most part,
Yeah.
most like fucking MCU movies are pretty good, right?
Hmm.
But then you come with the fucking the fucking trilogy where one of their movies was like C tier and the other two were like
Just
garbage,
trash. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's funny too because like I wanted to give it a chance so badly, so badly.
I don't know. I'm not sure what he could have done to like fix it, because with all those Marvel movies that you were talking about, they each, in some way, sort of build upon each other, which leads to this climactic thing. And with the new trilogy, they don't build on each other at all. They diminish what the last one had as much as possible. Because if you think about,
I think the reason why is because
yeah,
you see these directors, right? These directors for the MCU movies, even though they're all making different movies, they're all trying to stay consistent to what the last movie did or what the universe has in it, right? So like let's say fucking I don't know, Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Falcon gets his ass kicked by fucking Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the next movie, Civil War, they reference that.
Yeah.
I know it's small, but like
It's something
you
that
know that's
Yeah, it
links.
shows they're paying
the
attention at
things.
least. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
shows it's a bigger universe.
Like they actually watch their own fucking films. They're like, know
Yeah.
what's going
yeah.
on.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, so like
with Star Wars, they try to just make it completely different to what the last one had, where they're barely linked at all, aside from the main characters are the same main characters, and that's pretty
even
much
then
it.
they pretty much kill off like two of
Yeah,
them.
like by Han
Yeah.
Solo, by fucking what was another? Oh yeah, they killed
Leia.
General Akbar or Admiral Akbar off screen.
Well, even
remember
like
that.
if you think about the fucking Last Jedi versus what was it again? The Rise of Skywalker. It's such a forgettable
Rise
name.
of
It's
Skywalker.
so
If you think about those
forgettable. You
two-
forget the title. Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you remember
it's just-
Rose Tico or whatever her name was in in The Last Jedi? That character is just gone in the next film. She's not like killed. She he's just not in it.
Rose, she's
Yeah.
hospitalized at the end of
She's
The Last
just-
Jedi.
She's not there in the last film of the trilogy because he just didn't like the character, and the same could be said with like Ryan Johnson and what he was doing with the J.J. Abrams stuff. He just didn't
what was
like
the point
it.
of writing her in the first place?
Like that's the thing. It's just not a cohesive trilogy because they're all separate
it's-
movies trying to do separate things.
God,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel the way you're describing it sounds like they didn't give it a shit. They just wanted Palpatine to show up and whatever it came,
No,
whatever.
yeah,
it
that's
had
literally what they did.
There was no
Because
overarching
they
story
fucked
that
up.
happened. It was legitimately, well, just 3 separate movies, and then
Yeah.
try to link them together, maybe.
My favorite
sucks.
part was when Finn,
Yeah.
like they were referencing like, yeah, maybe he's a fucking Jedi or something.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool because like I wanted so
Finn
badly.
should have been the Jedi.
I wanted Finn so badly to get his moment where, he finally just fucking does it. He becomes a Jedi. He becomes a badass.
That would be
This
cool.
dude who was just like a fucking stormtrooper, or pretty much a stormtrooper.
Yeah, he was kidnapped at birth. Fucking.
Well, yeah, that's the thing with like the original trilogy sort of thing is where you have this little peasant bitch Skywalker, and then he, through this journey he becomes super cool guy. And you could have had a sort of similar story here with Finn, because he was like a little cowardly stormtrooper man, and then he can turn into like a cool resistance guy. But instead he got turned into comic relief. And the thing with, I don't know, like Rey is like a fine character, but at the same time, she goes from being like some sort of skilled like warrior person to a skilled warrior person with a lightsaber this time. So there's not much of a journey that actually happens there. If you made her like shitter in the beginning, then that journey could be stronger because she'll be better at the end. But
I feel
they
like
just didn't
what they
do
should
that.
have done with her is like, you in the beginning of the first movie, you could tell like she like scraps a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
Like they should have just made her like smart, right? And, like know shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not be really good with like fucking fighting.
Yeah, 'cause,
or
I
any of
mean,
that shit.
It's
Yeah,
a
she was
very
too I honestly feel like it was undeserved how like strong she got in The Last Jedi. It makes no sense why she should be going up at like
especially
against
because she didn't
Kylo.
have anyone to train her.
Well-
exactly. That was before she met fucking Luke.
Well, okay, she had Leia, but Leia wasn't that good,
Remember,
you
she was in
remember-
space and like, oh, I can use force powers now, guys. Guess what?
that scene made me audibly laugh.
Oh,
And then made me realize I've made terrible life decisions immediately afterwards. But the thing is, with the first movie of the sequel trilogy, the Force Awakens,
Yeah.
it's a better film than the rest of them. But it sort of starts
for sure.
off sort of fucking up the character of Rey, because in the end of that movie, Rey just beats the shit out of Kylo Ren, and that's in the first movie.
Yeah.
So our main
Yeah.
antagonist is not as powerful as our main hero. That takes away a lot of the stakes, and it's not like you can undo that with the subsequent movies. That's like a
she didn't train
big
for it. She didn't even
problem.
fucking know.
Yeah, she starts
I
off
feel like
better
it
than
should
the
have been,
main
it should
bad
have been
guy.
a scene similar to what Finn and Kylo did, because there was a little fight or like a little struggle.
And he just got murked
Ready.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I feel like if you're gonna start your characters off weak, I feel like they should be consistently weak until, I don't know.
They actually get trained. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I really don't like
It's-
I don't like the trope where fuck, did I fucking dinked my computer earlier today.
It's okay.
Anyways, sorry. I don't like the trope where like all of a sudden the character A gets strong for no fucking reason. Just cause.
Yeah, that's what you see in like a lot of anime and shit. Like, oh, the power of my friends give me strength. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
beat
don't
the
like
main
it there.
villain now.
I don't like it in movies, and a lot of movies been doing it recently, where like just the character just gains the fucking power for no reason,
Like,
no build up, no nothing, and it's annoying because it's like
it's undeserved. It's
like
I don't. Feel...
yes, I want Rey to be a good character. Yes, I want fucking like Finn to be a good character. You know, I wanted Captain Marvel to be a good character. You know, I wanted these half-baked fucking characters be good. You know, like I'm going in there. You know, everybody's spending money to watch this movie, and then it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
And it's just like, man,
No,
I'd rather go watch Alpha and Omega while I'm high instead of wasting 3 hours on this movie.
Yeah,
because that's what everyone wants. Yeah, like no one wants a movie to be bad because, like you said, they're paying to watch the fucking thing, so they don't ever. No one ever wants something to come out shitty.
Yeah.
But fucking here we are. I don't know.
They're just missing out on that like hero's journey sort of thing.
Exactly. No, it doesn't feel like a hero's journey.
You have to, in order to go through the alphabet, you have to go like A, B, C, D all the way to Z. You don't go A, Z, and then you're done. That's not how you should structure your fucking movie and the change of power of your main character. It's madness. It's either, if you're going to have a change like that, if you're like from the 80s, then you do a montage. If you're a good movie, then you see it throughout the course of the entire movie. All right, that's how it should be. Yeah. And it's fine for there to be no change. Like Indiana Jones, it's probably one of my more favorite sort of series. He's always like pretty good, all right, in terms of like being able to fight people. Yeah. He's not the best. He's like scrappy guy. He often relies on his environment or whatever to save the day.
Luck.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck.
Or his gun.
A gun.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is with him is you don't really see like a journey of the hero because he's always somewhat hero-y guy, and it's just the adventures that he gets in. With these movies, it seems to rely more on the characters themselves, which means that when they fuck it up, it makes it just so much worse.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
I mean, my honest opinion is that I think they just focus on the wrong characters, honestly.
Yeah, that too. I really wanted them to focus on Finn.
Yeah.
Deadass wanted him to be the main character, like you said, Gio.
To have him turn into just this comedic relief, like the whole point of the first movie, him joining the Resistance, and him in the next movie immediately wanting to leave and get out, that defeats the whole fucking purpose of the first movie. Yeah. Like, what was the point?
So
why did we watch him struggle?
His character. Because
he did have and fucking Poe,
dude, oh my god.
Oh, they did my man's dirty.
Oh, you give these two great actors like dog shit material to work with, and I don't know.
It's so bad.
Even then, like the first movie, their characters, I liked Poe in the first movie.
Yeah,
I liked him. He was pretty alright.
I don't know.
They could have worked on it a bit on the second movie, made him better, right?
Yeah.
And I was hopeful, and then they just like.
Well, in the second movie, the main thing with Poe is him clashing with that little general character, the brown.
Yeah.
Do you remember that character? That character exemplifies so many things that are wrong with the second movie of that trilogy, because. In movies where communication could easily solve every issue that they have, that was the entire issue with. That's the reason that movie happened, is people just didn't talk to one another, and it literally makes me want to end the world.
Remember when they went to that planet for like a fucking like 30 minutes of the entire film, and they literally did nothing until the very end.
They did nothing there. That's the entire film, though. Nothing important happened in that entire movie, essentially.
I forgot that film. They were just trying to like get away from like the forces, and they just stood around in space in their ships.
Yeah, exactly. That was an entire section of plot. Was them standing around, and then that purple-haired lady yelling at them.
Oh, and then she fucking kamikaze suicides into the Star Destroyer or whatever.
And she was like, I was a good guy all along.
I was good all along, guys. See, this is my hero moment.
You guys were fools for thinking I was a terrible character because I sacrificed myself for the greater good.
Is this what emotional value means? Character. Did you care about me as a character now?
It's so bad. It's unbelievably bad. There's never been a character... She's like fucking Dolores Umbridge, where... That is legitimately a character that you should love to hate, essentially. But then she's like, I'm actually the best character here. All of you are morally worse than me, alright? That's your twist at the end. and it's stupid as hell because the entire time previous to that, you're writing her as like the worst person in existence, and then suddenly, it doesn't fucking make sense. Fuck
doesn't
that
flow.
movie, dude. I don't understand.
Isn't Disney retconning the entire fucking thing? Anyways,
I have no idea.
There's rumors.
There's rumors.
There's been rumors for months that they're like
Just gonna
they're gonna
retcon
pull
the entire
some
thing.
they're gonna pull some BS with like time like shit.
You can go back in time.
Yeah, no, it was something else. It was I completely forgot, but at the same time, what's her face? One chick running Star Wars. I forgot her name.
Isabella Starbor.
No, the fucking CEO of Star Wars right now. Let me see.
I know.
What's her name?
Susan Wojcicki. No.
Oh god. I'm not
Because
sure.
like Disney has this great fucking IP, Star Wars, literally like one of the biggest franchises in
Oh
the
yeah,
fucking
Kathleen
world.
Kennedy. There we go.
Oh yeah, that. I
Yeah,
remember.
Kathleen Kennedy's been fucking fighting. She's been fighting for her like Star Wars to keep going.
God.
Okay, with
even
the
though, like
current timeline.
Her-
Indiana
like
Jones
the current
5 is happening in
timeline, like what's
20
already
Yeah.
happened.
What the fuck?
yeah, she's
Ugh.
like fighting. She's like fighting tooth and nail for that. She's fighting for like that Old Republic show, even though like there's been good Star Wars media ever since that trilogy. Like
The Mandalorian's probably the best fucking Star Wars
obviously,
thing.
people
Yeah,
really like that,
Mandalorian,
yeah.
Literally.
season 1 and 2.
the only
Uh,
good Star Wars related things that. Oh no, Rogue One was
Season
alright.
7.
I like
season
Rogue One.
7 of the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars
came
and the
out.
Bad Batch is dropping soon, I think, as well.
No, it dropped yesterday.
It did? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
I
it
need to
dropped
watch the
yesterday.
Bad Batch.
Apparently,
I saw the
Okay.
episode time length for it. It was like an hour long. for
Really?
the
That's
episode,
good
yeah.
to hear. That's really good to hear.
Yeah, and I'm gonna rewatch the Clone Wars because one thing I haven't done is finish it fully.
Ooh.
I've been going in and out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't fully finished it. Like watched all the episodes. I'm like in season 3 right now, so I'm gonna finish that and I'm gonna continue it in the Bad Batch show. But yeah, fucking. There is good Star Wars media. I don't like shitting on it because I grew up with it. I like the prequels. You know, I enjoy the prequels a lot.
I just like it for how like memeable they are. You know, everyone fucking knows when you say hello there or something.
Yeah.
Like that,
No,
you know?
I
Good jokes.
unironically enjoy the prequels.
Can't
Like
see
I
it.
like watching them.
I'm
Yeah.
shaking my head.
I haven't
SMA.
like
I mean-
seriously watched them since I was a kid, so my memory's a bit jogged. Maybe eventually
It's
I'll
pretty
do it.
alright. It's not like worse.
It's a
Right?
lot better than whatever Disney did. I can probably
No,
assume
I'm
that.
not sure if I can say that. They were. If memory
Can't get
serves me,
worse.
Maybe
pretty
maybe
bad.
Phantom Menace was like
Phantom Menace
Phantom
was.
Menace.
meh, but
Probably
like
the
everything
worst.
else was pretty good.
I
I
don't
enjoyed
know.
it.
Alright, by the way, Indiana Jones 5 is coming out in 2022. I looked that up. Apparently, that's a thing. Huh, weird. What are they going to do for
Right.
it? Harrison Ford again? Probably not.
Harrison Ford's just gonna like
I'm pretty sure
dust
that
away the
Gonna do a role.
bones.
He's always gonna sit down in every single shot because he can't be bothered to get up.
He's in a wheelchair, uses his whip to like fucking glide across the air in his fucking
Yeah.
wheelchair.
You know
I'm
what?
pretty
He's
sure
gonna have.
from what I remember,
Hmm?
the 5th one is gonna be revolving around
The sun, like the
fuck
Earth.
the sun.
The
yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have his own little sidekick as well?
Yeah.
The son
Not
of that
too-
Maybe.
other one.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Harrison Ford might be in it with just sitting shots actually.
I don't know. Some of these franchises, I'm not sure if they need to continue because I
Yeah.
think they're making another like Pirates of the Caribbean as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, some of my favorite series. Saying that, I haven't watched all the Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean. I probably never will, and I think I've watched
But-
all the Indiana Jones ones. Actually, yeah, I definitely have. They're some of the best.
They're making
but
another Shrek movie too.
They're making another
No.
Shrek.
No
that shit.
way.
It's been ended.
I haven't even seen Shrek like the past 2 movies. I haven't seen them.
Like Forever After and the third one.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen those. Or
Third
no-
one was pretty bad. Forever After was like pretty good. I liked Forever After.
The one where he turns into human, whatever that one is.
It was a second one.
That
1
was
and
the
2, I
second
remember,
one.
were pretty good, I guess. But yeah, third one, shit, and the fourth one, I think I watched
It's
it
pretty
once,
good.
so I don't remember too much.
It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
He signed a thing by that little ginger guy, General Hux.
Just-
That guy. Yeah.
Just whatever you do, if you come across a movie named Hoodwink, don't watch it.
I've seen Hoodwinked. I've seen it in school, actually.
Oh man.
That's where I saw that in literacy class back in like middle school or something. That was funny. Hoodwinked is a movie. Have you seen Hoodwinked, Omega?
Yeah, I've seen Hoodwink. I've seen
Yeah.
I saw
I've
the
seen
second one of
specific
the
reviews
movie.
of Hoodwink.
Oh, you talking about
Certain individual that shall not be named.
yeah,
in
that
this
way you,
podcast.
yeah. Okay.
What?
Anonymous.
But you haven't actually seen the movie?
No, I've seen the movie.
Oh.
I actually saw the movie way back when I was young, like maybe like 7 or 8.
If the
And then
movie
I
looked
rewatched it.
better animation-wise, then it could definitely be a really good movie, honestly. Because the writing was pretty nice. It's
If you
just
thought
that
the writing
it
was
looks-
alright, man, the second one's gonna take you for a loop.
Yeah, I saw this fucking second one in theaters. I'll tell you what I remember from it. There was a scene where there was a bus on a tower, and some big fat kid was trying to kill people, and that's what I remember. so that thing was shit. So
It was so bad.
it was
I remember
really bad.
I begged my dad to go see it because like we were bored. We didn't see anything. Like everything else was playing was like fucking boring. Or was like a documentary. So like, oh, let's watch
Aye.
it. Oh my god! I think he
Biggest
wanted to
mistake.
strangle me after putting him through that.
He's gonna have a ultra late term abortion right there, where it's just well,
He's
we're
like-
late by like a good 20 years, but we're doing this now.
Yeah, I look over. My dad's on his phone. Can you abort at 12 years? I'm shaking in my pants.
Pissing in my shit.
What's another thing? I was
Well,
gonna
we can
say?
continue with
That's in
movies.
my
Thinking
mind.
about movies, all right. I have
Oh.
an obvious
Oh
choice
yeah,
of what's my
Hoodwinked.
favorite.
I actually.
Oh, okay, sure. We'll
enjoyed
continue with Hoodwinked,
It was
whatever.
pretty funny.
What were you saying?
I thought Hoodwink was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It just looks ugly. Just
Yeah,
like
it
all
did
of
not
us.
age well in terms of how it looks, in terms of
Yeah.
rendering.
Well, honestly, to age poorly, you have to start at least at some level that's good. That thing was always bad looking. So, I mean, it did
It
age
was,
poorly,
it
but it
was.
went from bad to worse, and that's the only thing that's changed there.
But you
But,
know what is not worse, and is probably going to age really well? Well, the writing wise. Invincible. Oh, man. Have you
was-
watched Invincible at all, Drew?
No,
No?
no, I haven't.
You
no.
cut out there. I couldn't. Oh, okay.
I see.
Me and Omega were watching it the other day. We actually watched the season finale, and yeah, I want to give your thoughts on that, Omega.
Ah, man. Where do I even start with that show?
How bangable is the main character?
So,
Invincible.
so I honestly thought that it was gonna be an alright show that I'm gonna enjoy, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because I was also watching this while I was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
hmm
and that was something else I do want to get into in a little bit. But there's been this thing that I've been hearing, like, yeah, there's this craze of superheroes, but like, it's starting to get like stale, right?
Yeah.
And I look back, I was like, maybe it's starting to. I'm starting to see it. But then I watched this show, and I was like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy my superhero shows.
Holy
It's
shit.
like, cause you know, at first you're like, man, this is gonna be like something like reminded me a lot of Justice League, like Unlimited and stuff like that, and I was enjoying it. And I don't think I ever saw anything about it in general.
Mm.
So I was like, man, this is pretty good. I did hear about the comics though. I did hear about it before, but that's as much as I went, right?
I see.
Nothing else. I just heard it was a good comic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really good kids comic
And
and kids
so-
TV show as it is. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good for
oh,
children.
kids TV show.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, it's-
my.
And
Oh my.
yeah.
And then episode 1 ended, and
So
yeah,
it's,
holy shit.
not a kids TV show at the end of first episode, that's for sure.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. It's good for children. Have your children watch this show. Invisible.
man.
Subliminal.
Okay, without saying too much, this show doesn't pull punches. You're gonna see ass, you're gonna see titties, you're gonna see fucking bowels going everywhere. It's a very intense show, to say the least. I feel like Omni-Man's probably one of the best written superheroes I've seen in a while. Honestly, I feel like he's probably, and this is probably going to be one of the most in-depth series to be talked about for a while. That's how I feel about it.
Mm.
I definitely do want to do I want to do a video on it
Yeah.
because my thoughts about it are they're a lot. I'll be real with you.
I
No,
see.
it's a lot.
They are
It's
a
a lot to
lot.
process. And as coming from someone who's actually like read all the comics here,
Ah,
yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited, to say the
that's
least.
ominous.
Yeah. As someone who hasn't read the comics, I enjoyed this. I did see some, like, after I watched the season, I did see some of the differences between the comics and the show, right?
Yeah.
Just because, like, eventually I am going to read the comics, but I'm pretty sure most of the plot lines, once I'm done with the show, are going to just be in the comics. They'll just be in different times. And you know what? I was right. Fucking one of the arcs that's happening right now in the first season wasn't even supposed to happen until, like, fucking a fat minute in. Like, a fat minute into the comics.
I
So
see.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure that...
Do you think there's going to be some sort of Game of Thrones thing where it, starts off good when it's going off of the source material, but eventually it would run out and then have to do its own thing? Where
No,
either it's
because
good or bad.
because they have, like, a decade worth of
Yeah.
material, because
Uh,
I think it started in, like, 2003,
3.
2002, and it ended, like, somewhere around 2014.
Yeah, because there is a definitive end, so the story does end.
Yeah.
okay.
And not like
And-
J.J. Martin, where just he still hasn't even finished the writing the final fucking book, and probably won't ever. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
yeah,
Like,
no. Game of
the-
Thrones, literature wise, has never been finished. I don't even think he's like halfway through.
Yep. That reminds me and me of myself and that Star Wars thing. It's never gonna
That-
be finished.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's why Game of Thrones ended so badly, because they were literally making it up as they went along. They had no
Yeah.
fucking idea, because he hasn't finished the fucking series. So what else were they supposed to do?
Was there... Is it even close to being finished?
At this point, he's so old. I don't think he even can dedicate time to writing it anymore.
He'll have to have some sort of protege which does it for him at this rate.
Yeah. He's not like
I-
take some Indian child under his wing and raise him to be the best writer in the world.
You can make a movie off of that, actually. That'd be
But yeah,
interesting.
no. That's why season 8 was so dookie. Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
my theory about it.
Well, they ran out like pretty quickly in that show, didn't they? So they
Yeah.
managed to, go along pretty well, despite that running out of the actual material itself. But at the same time, they I don't know, it did just go downhill after a while. But thinking about shows and movies or whatever, and seeing as this is movie segment, that's right. I think maybe we should just talk about our favorite movies. Do you guys have a favorite movie? Eh? You might have to think on this one.
Favorite movie?
A favorite movie of all time? Because I have one. It's an obvious one for me. It's Ravenous, the best movie. Right?
I saw your
whole-
review you did on that, actually.
It's the best fucking movie, and that's
Interesting.
just a fact. It's so good.
That's a fact. That means it's true for everyone.
True fact forever.
everyone's
It's
favorite.
never gonna be false. It's all true. But yeah,
That's so hard for me.
Yeah.
there are a lot
'cause
of good
God,
ones.
because I like a lot of things from different movies, but I also dislike a lot of things from those same movies. You know.
I see.
Because I guess my concept of a favorite movie doesn't exist. Just really to say. Yeah.
I see. Because I don't know, it has to check certain boxes. Because I find often there's like a specific sort of movie aesthetic, I guess. I hate saying that word because it sounds so pretentious, but that I like. Because with Ravenous, with like Pirates of the Caribbean, with do you remember those Sherlock Holmes movies that had Robert Downey Jr. and with like
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd as well? It's not set in the same time period, but it has that same sort of grimy feel where everything is, I don't know, everything feels a bit like unclean, but at the same time, relatively
All right, I
fancy.
got an idea.
That thing is
Thought
great.
about this.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
Okay. Well, Omega, you can go
I got an
first.
idea.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So, I don't really have a favorite movie, right? But
Alright.
now that I've thought about it, there is one movie that I always watch that I enjoy watching.
Mm-hmm.
There's a recent movie though, right?
Recent.
Yeah. So, Captain America,
It's the original.
Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed the fuck out of that movie. Like it's funny because it's one of those movies. Because for me, movies, I see them 2-3 times at most, and then I don't watch them for years.
Yeah.
And you know,
Did this film?
this is one of those movies.
Change
This
that.
is one of those movies that I just enjoy everything. You know,
Nice.
characters, fucking
The action I remember was really good.
the action.
I'm remembering.
Oof.
Do you remember that scene with where he chases down Nick Fury, where all those guys chase down Nick Fury, and he's in his car?
Yeah, that was such
that
a good
thing
scene. It was
was
so
fucking
intense
amazing. Because
too. Yeah.
Nick Fury, he's just a guy, and you could really see that in that sort of scene there, because he's relying
Just a
on his
dude.
car and almost blind luck and smarts to survive for as long as he does, and even then he barely escapes. So
Not only that,
super
you see
nice.
this character Nick Fury, who for the most part, you've seen at this person that, like, yeah, he's just a dude, but he's really fucking powerful in
yeah,
other ways,
He's
right?
skilled.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to just see him to be put down into this level, you know that this movie's gonna go fucking hard,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, but just everything about the movie, I fucking enjoy it. Like there's certain movies that, yeah, like I said, I'll watch 2-3 times, don't touch them for a year. But there are those that, like, I'll watch that ass every day, right? There's only been 2 movies so far that I've had that, which have been both the Captain America films. Not Civil War. Civil War was okay, but like the first
Yeah.
one and then the second one were really, really good. I enjoy the fuck out of those 2
Civil
movies.
War was just
Ah.
too long for me.
It wasn't too long. I just feel like there was a lot in there that I feel like it should have just been an Avengers movie instead of a Captain America
I mean,
film,
it
right?
almost fucking was. I mean, Civil War, I'm trying to remember what was the main thing in that movie. I feel like, I guess that end sort of fight scene between Captain America and Bucky and Iron Man, that was really good. I like that. Everything up to that point was
choreographed
sort of,
well.
pretty good or okay. But that bit
Yeah.
was super
Yeah,
nice.
I pogged when I saw fucking Spider-Man go on screen. I will admit that.
I mean, like I said, I feel like it should have been an Avengers film just because.
The Avengers were there. Civil Warring it up.
No, it's because Civil War was just such a big event.
Yeah,
in
because
the-
like in the comics,
It's
there's
true.
literally fucking everyone in the Marvel universe like
Yeah.
joining in. But for here, yeah, like this little shrimp pube hair-sized comparison.
Yeah.
I see.
Like another movie I kind of liked, but at the same time didn't, was Age of Ultron. I don't know. I
see.
feel like it was alright. It wasn't there for me, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, other films that aren't MCU wise that I really really enjoy.
Yeah.
Um,
Which of these films makes you not a filthy Norby? That's right. If you like Avengers films, you are a Norby. That's what I've declared right here.
Blind him as a barrel. Yeah.
God.
Oh
There is a movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
my fucking god.
Oh my.
It's
Is it like Happy
it's,
Gilmore?
the
or whatever
Zohan
the fuck?
movie.
I don't know
The
what that
what
is.
movie? In the Uncut Gems, you know?
No.
Click.
You don't mess with the Zohan.
No, I don't
Favorite
fucking
movie?
know what that is.
I have no idea what that
no
is.
It was,
fucking idea.
You're
It
making
was
this
a
up. This came to you in a
Adam
fever
Sandler
dream.
movie. It was a fucking comedy, right?
Yeah.
Most
Where-
Adam Sandler movies.
Where fucking Adam Sandler is an Israeli fucking special forces person, right?
Oh my god.
Who eventually just like retires, right?
Yeah.
The funniest shit I've seen, like not even high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like 2 fucking hours, and I was just like fucking cackling my ass
2 hours
off.
of joy for you.
Yeah, like people will probably say it's not good, but like
I'm hearing
Man,
what you're
this is
saying,
something.
and I'm thinking, without saying it, that it's probably not good. Because I was that stigma that everything that Adam Sandler does is bad. But, he has several good
Yeah.
things. But a lot of them are
'cause
really bad.
a lot of the things, like, he makes bad movies. He knows they're bad, but the only reason he does it is so he can travel with his friends. He said
so
that
you can go to
before.
Vacation
And-
spots. That's true.
Yeah, because if you compare like all of his comedies to Uncut Gems, Uncut Gem is unironically a really good Adam Sandler movie. Because but yeah, so he can make good movies. He just rather travel with his friends and have a good time.
If you can make money while traveling around to vacation spots and barely
Shit,
working.
might as well.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, through all this talking, we've left out your favorite film, Gio, which is
I have
Land Before
two.
Time. That's what it is. All right, moving on.
No.
No. Okay, what is?
I have one
favorite one?
animated and one live one
Yeah.
real person actor people.
Yeah.
For the animated, I'm just gonna get out of the way. It's Into the Spider-Verse. Holy
Oh,
shit.
I was just gonna mention that
Into
right
the
now.
Oh, you
Spider-Verse.
should have
Deadass.
guessed on
God
that
damn.
one. I
Best
forgot that.
animated movie I've ever seen. Redline comes close, but Into the Spider-Verse, god damn, that's a good movie. And probably my best live action movie that I thought really hard about it. I was like, you know what? I really like this movie. It's Parasite, the Korean film.
Oh,
man.
I see.
I
Yeah,
love Parasite.
I need to watch Parasite and Train to Busan. I heard those movies were fucking phenomenal.
I've seen snippets on YouTube of Train to Busan. I'm like, god damn, that looks interesting.
I feel like
Yeah, I've
I don't
been.
for zombie movies, there have been so many that I feel like it all depends on like location almost. Where
Yeah.
you have zombies on a airplane, you have zombies on a train, you have zombies in an apartment.
Snakes on a
whatever.
plane.
Yeah, I feel like a train though is definitely sort of a cool option for where you can have a sort of zombie outbreak thing, and they don't spend the entire time on a train, but
Yeah.
it's cool, and I love I with a lot of like I'm gonna say like Korean films. I know that like action is like shot often really well because in the States here you have these Hollywood actors, which they're not like I don't know, they're not the best for taking like punches or doing fight scene stuff. They can be good, but oftentimes they're too like, oh, I don't want to do this stuff. I'll have to get my hands dirty. I will never do that.
Yeah.
So oftentimes you can have the action isn't as good, or they have to like cut around all the time. But
Yeah. Or they have to like fucking shake their camera like they're having a seizure because
Yeah,
they can't
with-
focus in on the stunt double.
with these like Asian films that I notice sometimes, the action is just far better because the camera isn't going crazy everywhere. It's like just a big shot, and all these people are coming in all at once, and it's phenomenal. And from what I understand, the same sort of general metric. It's not like the same thing as the fight scene, but it has that energy. Those zombies do at least, where it's just always they're always like on, right? So it's not like slow piece of shit zombies. They're fucking sprinting the entire time in that film. So it's something cool. Those are my favorite sort of types of sort of zombies in that.
Speaking of zombie movies, there is one that I've seen that I thought was pretty cool, right? Back when I was younger, and I still think it's pretty cool.
What is it?
I Am Legend.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, wait,
That's a must watch for everyone. I saw I Am Legend on my own when I was like 10. I was like, what the fuck? Will Smith.
Yeah.
The zombies in that film. I guess they're they're like weird. They have really
They're
big mouths.
but they have
that's the main thing I
intelligence as well.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
smart
Yeah, they're
zombies.
smart.
They're like smart zombies, not like zombies who are brainless but also smart, right?
Yeah.
No, they're smart.
Yeah, they actually group up and shit. I remember that.
Yeah.
And they hold grudges as well. I remember Will Smith had that one fucking grudge against that one zombie that was like,
And they talk.
"Arr." Do they?
Yeah.
They
Didn't
they talk.
didn't one of them
Oh,
have
shit,
like a
yeah,
zombie
you're right.
wife? That was the plot, actually, wasn't it? Like,
Oh,
zombie
yeah, that's
man
why he
came to get a
hated
zombie
him.
wife. Yeah. So it sort of brings the humanity to these sorts of things. Where I guess the question is, is it the moral thing to do to like kill these creatures because they have like these social lives such as we do?
Fuck yeah, they eat people. What do you mean?
Well, at the same time, everyone is already dead, so it's just Will Smith versus the world, essentially. So who are you saving if you fucking dome these zombies? Yourself? That's
I
it.
got really
You're not saving anyone else.
Spoilers in the movie.
Yeah.
I got really sad when the dog
Oh,
died.
everyone got really sad when the dog died. You're not
Okay.
alone there.
The fucking dog, man, reminded me of my own dog, and I went to go hug it.
He had to put it down with his hands. No.
Yeah.
Sad, despair, pain, suffering, even.
Yeah. There we go.
We're close. Do we just want to?
We can keep going.
Wait,
what,
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can
Well,
keep going.
We got about 4 minutes.
Yeah. So what's the next thing? Gaming.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
let's
I don't have
talk
anything to
about
say.
a game me and
Yeah.
Joe have been playing.
Oh,
We've been
yes.
fucking begging you to play, and it's Risk of Rain 2.
Risk of Rain 2, my
Is it-
my beloved.
I don't. What
Now
what
that's-
do you do in that game? Because I don't actually know. You keep telling me to get it.
It's
I
like
might. Maybe. Yeah.
it's like it's a really fun roguelike.
Yeah, it's a roguelike for sure. It's really fast paced. You got to be
Yeah.
quick on your toes. You got to think a lot.
What do you actually? What do you
So-
do
so-
in it?
Huh?
What do you do in it?
Pretty much you just try to build yourself up, and then you fight bosses. And
Yeah.
then you kill them.
There's
and you just keep going.
6 stages you have to go through. All
Yeah.
like different tile maps, randomly tiled maps.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
yeah, you just got to run around, earn money, buy items that make your character stronger and shit.
And risk the
yeah.
rain.
And
Two.
yeah, danger of precipitation too.
Yeah.
That's a unlicensed spin-off. Okay. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe.
At this point, I'm just gonna buy it for you.
Yeah, he's already bought it
Easy.
for another friend of ours.
Yeah. Well, that one I wanted to buy it.
How
Yeah.
much?
Okay.
How much storage
This one I'm being forced.
space will it take? Because my computer storage
It's like
space
3
3
gigs.
gigabytes.
It's
so low.
literally 3 gigs.
Okay, well I'll be able to handle that. All right, whatever. So I guess that's
You're being lazy.
fine.
We're begging you. I have one last story.
Okay, yeah.
An update to a concurring story.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let's talk about how I lost my ear.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're doing an update to my ear. Oh yeah, baby.
His eardrum bursted open a week ago, actually. By this
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah.
So a week ago, I tried to clean my ear, and then I fucking bursted my eardrum.
Yeah, how's that
So
going then?
yeah, so yeah, I can't still hear. It's getting better though. So that's the good part. Like it's getting better, and I'm finally able to like sort of hear.
Do eardrums
Maybe.
It's like a,
grow back? Is that how that works?
they heal.
Yeah, they
heal.
self-heal. They do.
Like a slug with its head chopped off. I see.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
callback.
Because what an eardrum is, I think it's just like a thin layer that covers the bone receptor for the vibrations.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I assume it'd be pretty easy to fix itself.
Yeah, it'll fix itself in like month, 2 months.
Well, alright. Try not to burst it again.
Hopefully not.
I'm gonna run over to your house and destroy both of your eardrums. For fun. That's what I do for sport.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, I heard too much pounding in the audio, buddy.
Shit.
This is your punishment for the pounding in the background.
Yeah.
You guys want to wrap it up now?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we could do. Because, oh yeah, look at that. 2 hours. That's what that is.
2 hours.
We've done it, boys.
Alright, yeah, I'll end it off here. Yeah, thanks for listening to episode 6 of the ZOGcast. I've been GeoBoy Vivo with my co-hosts Omega Slime 225 and Seymour. And until the next one, guys, we'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.
2 hours. Fuck you.